This show really loves being in France. Because of the general concupiscence surrounding Archer, I have to specify that I'm talking about the country and not a person. We have a butcher, a baker, and a latte maker, and that's just not how you rub-a-dub-dub. This is also not sexual.
Because this is what was there, Lana!
Managing to bury 2 salient pronouns in your snappy 7-word mid-conversation cold open.
Arrêtez-vous! Arrêtez-vous!
Archer murders 2 police officers in cold blood and laughs it off. I continue to get the impression that this series isn't entirely embedded in reality, morality, or another ality that finishes that thought nicely.
Did you want to finish shutting your big fat negative wordsy mouth?
Oh, Archer, my friend, I have barely begun.
Which cannot be taught, by the way,
Archer.
like a poet's
Archer.
mind for...
Archer.
Lana sees this truck coming for quite some time, but thinks that calmly repeating Archer will work just as well as saying, "Hey, there's a speeding truck coming right at us." This drawing of a flaccid penis.
Is he trying to turn that thing on? Look at this. O-N. Nothing.
If Cheryl's really this stupid, I'd love to know how she manages to put these earrings in every day without setting fire to, well, everything.
Harry, we have this whole huge history together, Dylan?
We don't have this whole huge history.
Thinking it's the size of your history that counts.
Using a mirror to reflect the laser beam back into the laser?
This scene suggests that the villain stripped Barry and Lana, but decided to leave them with a mirror. Or Barry or Lana somehow knew they'd need a mirror and hid one in their person.
Sorry it took so long, and that I'm accidentally inside you.
Not a problem.
Burying your lead. I wonder who packed his stuff, because we all know Archer's never put a condom in a box.
Keycard?
Oh, here! God!
Either Archer has a very dexterous penis, or the animators weren't interested in animating the departure of this card from his person in any way that makes any kind of sense. It's probably the dexterous penis thing.
God! Damn it! When do we get a bulletproof door?
Archer will walk off this shattered kneecap as if his gun was loaded with pixie kisses and warm hugs.
I'm gonna pain you dearly, Woodhouse, when I peel all your skin off with a flensing knife.
How does Archer expect to get hold of a flensing knife on such short notice? A butter knife would be much easier to find, and trust me, it'd be much more satisfying. Why? Well, because...
It's dull, you twit. It'll hurt more.
I wonder if any of the characters in the show think it's weird that their portraits look more realistic than they do.
Odin won't hire him after the stunt he pulled in Berlin.
Teasing us with a flashback to a mission that looks like it would have made a better episode than the one we're watching. These poorly drawn breasts.
I just don't see why you need this.
Not seeing why we need this.
You're a natural. Bet it's all that lacrosse at boarding school, huh?
Interesting, considering he's swinging a polo mallet, which has about as much in common with lacrosse as hockey. And to be clear, I'm not acknowledging either of them as a real sport that actually exists, because no concrete evidence can be found. The internet is just littered with fake Wikipedia pages. It's clearly a conspiracy. This poor woman who's been waiting on standby since halfway through episode 3.
And how dare you steal my son away from me?
If only you had something to hold things in place so they couldn't get away from you. Like the tape on your desk. Why is it there if you're never going to use it? Why?
I said don't come in here. Grandpa's, what'd I say?
He said do not come in.
Someone here should be saying do not come in, but it isn't Archer. Considering the previous atrocities this show has happily shown us, I have to know what finally crossed the line and required blurring. Do you know how up something must be for Archer to blur it?
Then go check your telex.
I don't know what's weirder, that there are only 32 intelligence agencies in the world, that most of these acronyms are actually real, or that this fax machine has a send to all intelligence agencies in the world button.
If you love it, put a ring on it.
If you love it enough to put a ring on it, you should probably stop calling it it.
So you take him to the basement, you put one in his ear.
This kind of vague instruction is how you end up with a piercing you don't want. To this day, I'll never understand why that guy was instructed to put one in my love sausage. Ruined a package of perfectly good bratwurst. This insanely huge lobby with approximately 17,000 square feet of wasted space. This building clearly has more than 13 floors, but the indicators on the ground floor apparently don't give a shit.
No, baby, I am putting you in the corner.
Making me realize that even with all the horizontal mambo that goes on in this show, there's actually little to no dirty dancing.
All right, you yellow sons of bitches.
Mallory says something offensive because she's blackout drunk, has no filter, and no real understanding of right or wrong, and the audience is supposed to find it funny just because it's a terrible thing to say. Cliché.
So just sit there. Undo this.
Ooh.
Ooh, what?
We can't, Miss Archer. It's too late.
Except it isn't, because in about 4 minutes, Lana will save the day and it will take her all 3.5 seconds to work out how to undo this, making us have to guess whether or not this yo-yo and this wiring diagram are part of some very specific fetish.
Archer!
Oh, come on. Lana, why the hell are you... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lana, no!
This execution happens off screen to confirm that it is not real. Also, how did Archer know to play along? Lana manages to perfectly communicate and execute this ruse in seconds, and somehow Archer doesn't f it up by having sex with something.
Barry, does this make up for Framboise? It does, Other Barry. It sure does.
The one-line pitch for my off-Broadway adaptation of Flashpoint somehow makes its way into the episode.
So I can send a telex from Odin to make the burn notice from your mother look like an Odin black flag.
Wait, how is that going to solve anything? Why would Odin send a burn notice out for an opposing agent and then immediately admit to it? Why wouldn't the world just believe that ISIS had set this whole thing up to make Odin look bad? Also, isn't Archer screwed regardless? Hasn't his codename, real name, and picture been distributed to the world's agencies? Also the also that loved me. What's stopping Odin from sending another telex saying that the original burn notice was legit and an ISIS agent snuck into their building, attacked Barry, doinked the head of HR, and then sent the telex to make them look bad? I think the moral here is fax machines were never a good idea. These poorly drawn people fornicating in a public library while the cast of Hamilton watches on and sings encouraging affirmations to them. Wait, you don't see that?
Well, I have to get Cyril, who's on
Framboise.
Fun moment of catching Cyril with his pants down, but you thought he was in the lobby, so there's no reason for the elevator to even stop on the grenade storage floor.
That chick was like the Pele of anal.
Saying this without knowing for a fact that Pele wasn't the Pele of anal.
If I had shot you in the face, I'd be living here, getting curtsied at by servants.
Trust us, Lana, we're equally confused as to why you didn't do it. Two roads diverged in a wood. You chose Archer, and that has made all the inference.
I don't recall ever seeing a welcome mat at your back door.
If you're showing up at someone's back door, then you've reached a level of casual familiarity that would not necessitate such a formal greeting. Come on in, grab a beverage, make yourself at home. Wait.
But wait, would that cheer you up, me and you? A little revenge anal?
Lana seems unimpressed by this suggestion, but to be fair to Archer, he didn't specify who would be on the receiving end of this alternate ending.
You wearing a seatbelt?
No. Why?
Archer survives this, but please, don't let our sitting the outcome discourage the attempt.
Read my
No!
fax.
Please, no, I cannot be fired. I'm fired. Ah!
Are you aiming for these people?
No. Maybe that's mine.
And if you ever get tired of playing JV ball, you know where to find us.
Yeah. Business card, cocky.
So I don't play by the rules, mother.
I'm a pretty damn good web designer.
Time to face destiny.
Time to face gravity. So will you please just help me up?
I'm gonna enjoy watching you fall.
Good, because I like I said, I bet I just reek.
Reek. That's a good name for you.
Because there is lamp everywhere.
I love lamp.